First of all, although this is not my premises, they belong to this gentleman here, I want to welcome you here for this press briefing about Tarehe Sita, and I wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, because I haven't seen you since the year started. It's my honor to brief you about Tarehe Sita, and therefore this press briefing is part of our Tarehe Sita activities as we prepare for the 43rd anniversary. We are doing this because we want you to stimulate the public awareness, encourage discourse, and even give accountability to the nation about the birth, the growth, and continued growth of UPDF. You are already aware that Tarehe Sita is a historical annual event that UPDF celebrates with the Ugandans in a nostalgic way to commemorate the founding of a people's force through patriotic sacrifices, beginning with the FRONASA, NRA, UPDF, selflessly led by our Commander-in-Chief, the President of the Republic of Uganda. Now, why we are here is earlier on, commemorations until the 24th anniversary were always in the barracks. And but we would call the civilians, a few of them, but we realized they need to subsequently take commemorations out to the people so that we are with them and they with us. And we decided on a rotational, regionalized arrangement. You might have, if I can go a few years back, 2022, we were in Mbale, Massawa, or Elgon region. Last year we were in Mbarara, Greater Mbarara, and this year we will be in the Busoga region. So we have, since the 25th anniversary, we have been going to regions. Time we decided on Busoga so that we can thank the people of Busoga because they are the backbone of our security. And we also want to express solidarity with the people and symbolically give back to the population by doing certain activities for the benefit of the population, and also reaffirm the strategic link between us and the population. As I have already mentioned, UPDF has already covered all the regions of Uganda ever since we commenced regionalization. And our activities are running this year on the theme celebrating the people's struggle for unity, security, and peace for socio-economic transformation. Why? The people, because nothing done outside the mandate and interests of Ugandans can endure any test whatsoever. I think it was Mao Zedong, yes, Mao Zedong of China, who said that the army is the fish and the people are the ocean, or lake, if you want. So without the people, it means that there is no lake. And if there is no lake, I don't know whether the fish will survive. So the people, because nothing done outside the mandate and interests of Ugandans can endure any test. Struggle for unity, because united we stand and divided we fall. Now, peace and security, because human security is attracted by peace and security, and economic development can only take place when there is peace and security. So there is a nexus between security and development. All this for socio-economic transformation, because a poverty-stricken population is highly vulnerable to predatory influences. While the main gesture activities of 2024 shall be carried out in Busoga sub-region, UPDF has a busy week, which we normally call the Defense Forces Week, of such activities throughout the country, in all places where our units will be. And during these events, we sacrifice the little at our disposal to remind ourselves, and indeed the members of the public, that we are with them. The CIMIC activities that we shall be handling during this Defense Forces Week, among others, are sanitation, civil engineering activities, medical outreach programs of to include circumcision, eye clinics, and so on. Also ideological orientation and mind exchange. All this being a depiction that UPDF is a force which was founded on revolutionary principles. We thus use such occasions as the Defense Forces Week to reaffirm our character as a people's army. About our posture now, I can tell you that since the formation of this force by the revolutionary leader, we have remained an army with a correct ideological foundation that shuns sectarian tendencies while impressing national interests. We have fought out of a revolutionary conviction and always shun any mercenary tendencies of being mere careerists. And we remind ourselves strict discipline, above all, upholding constitutionalism and the rule of law. We are perhaps the only group of government employees who have ever worked without a salary for years at one time, while putting our lives in line of death for the safety of our citizens and the country. So UPDF is resolute on delivering on all our 4 pillars of our mandate, and we are striving to consolidate our drive of building a professional, efficient, and effective force with the capabilities and capacity to guarantee the territorial integrity and regional stability. I want to tell you that we are committed to continue perfecting our capabilities of mitigating emergencies, swift, effective response to natural disasters, and providing foundation security in terms of averting or even defeating reactionary political upheavals. As UPDF, I want to assure you that we shall continue to increase our participation in the country's socio-economic transformation. We have, because we have been very busy trying to stabilize the country and also participate in regional stability interventions. So we have been working on the 3 main pillars. And obviously, you know that the last one is contributing to national development by being a productive force. We are now engaged in some of these activities. We have delivered public projects, as you can see, at a cost maybe half the cost of what some of these projects would have taken. If some of you have been to Entebbe, you must have seen what we are doing in Entebbe. We are currently involved in construction of health centers on behalf of the Ministry of Health, schools on behalf of the Ministry of Education, and I think Nambole Stadium, for those who like football, you must be seeing a change there. We constructed an ICT hub for the Ministry of ICT here in Nakawa, and we're also now engaged in growing food for ourselves so that we stop buying food. If you go to Kabamba, I think you should organize and they go there and see the number of acres we have opened up to produce food for our troops. And so on the 4th pillar of being a productive force, we have also embarked on that. But we are also now aware of the contemporary definition of security, which is no longer just human security, but also other areas other than just defense and security. And some of these areas are environmental degradation. And we are planning, we have already started planting trees. The CPC is the chief in charge. We have so far planted millions of trees, and we continue this year to sustain the offensive against environmental insecurity. We thus salute all those who always enthusiastically extend support towards the successful handling of Tarehe Sita and Defense Forces Week, and also towards the overall mandate of the UPDF. Because we think with the people, our work is always easy to accomplish, and the general public and all other MDAs of government and the local government leaders and other security agencies, even well-meaning international partners, are part of this success. We remain indebted to your solidarity, and we do not take this for granted. I want to say that we will remain committed and remain to be an institution that you can trust. I think Monitor sometimes back declared that UPDF is the most trusted public institution in Uganda. I'm sure this would be impossible without the rest of the institutions, because we don't work in isolation. And as the UPDF, we believe that coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together will lead us to success. We want to salute those who have paid the ultimate price for the cause and freedom we now enjoy as we gather here. We also build on these sacrifices to continue professionalizing the army, making fit for purpose. We have done much in terms of human resource infrastructure, equipping and knitting, and we suffice to say that we have acceptably delivered on our mandate as laid down in Article 209 of our Constitution.